Well, I drug my shanty up. I took the kayak, put it away for the season. So we're going from the soft water to the hard water. But I need to get this cleaned up. Yeah, clean up the auger, check the blades. Go through my buddy heater. Make sure it's still working good. We got 2 good full bottles of propane. I didn't get a chance to do anything last season when the end of the season. I'm going to have to go through my rods and clean them up and oil them. Yeah, I know, I'm going to hear it from you guys. I don't take care of my shit. Well, shit freaking happens. I don't care. And then plus, I done forgot awful lot about it. So, supposed to put it back. Oh, not good. Damn it. I am going to have to do some patching. That sucks. Wish I had a basement to be able to put this in, but I don't. And the wife won't let me leave it in the house. Look at this shit. Side's good. Yeah, not good. Fucking mice. It was there. Well, look at this. They chewed the shit out of it. Right there. All down the back. So, I ordered a new cover. And I just chewed through here, these. Let's see, it says, looks like a Phillips screw, so it should be easy enough to change out. Once I do get it, should be. I ordered it as express shipping, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to take the cover off of this and then clean out the tub and get things ready. I want to change the seat over. That seat is very uncomfortable, small. My butt don't even, I mean, it fits on there, but but I'm going to find a cheap boat seat that swivels. This swivels too, but I'm going to put that in there. And clean up my body heater. I got all my gear sitting out over here. Got some couple tip ups. I don't do a lot of tip ups. My shovel, my auger, I got to check the blades on that, and my poles, I'm going to bring them in, matter of fact, right now, and go over them, restring if I need to. So I'm set and ready to go. I already did all the my tackle. Now brought the poles in, and I haven't been hunting. I haven't got out the last 2 days. It's Friday, and I boogered my back up. Have a hard time moving around. It's better today, but the last 2 days, man. But hey, check this out. It's Toby, my little buddy, sitting in the hallway. He's such a chunk. What's the matter, buddy? He wants back up. He's going back to bed. He wants back up on the bed. Wife's still sleeping. I gotta put you down to help him up. There. He likes to cuddle up with mommy. And that's Dixie. She's the old girl. She's the mama of the other two. And yes, our back door. I'm just checking to see if any of the other dogs are out. Yes, our back door is in our bathroom. That's whatever. It is what it is. But Dixie, yeah, she's the mama of Toby and Daisy. Bandit is the father. We bred them too. She's had 2 litters. She's about 13, 14. She's getting up there in age. Likes to sit by that heater. But yep, I am gonna go over these poles to get ready for ice fishing season. Okay, well, this is my ice bucket. I throw this in the tub in my shanty and take it along with me. But it's just a 5-gallon bucket. I don't know where I got it from. And this is a toolkit that you can buy from like Lowe's or wherever. And I carry a lot of stuff in it. These pockets on the outside is for whenever I'm hole hopping. I can just slip my poles down in these pockets. Usually I slip them in like that so they don't catch on anything, you know. Slip them in like this all the way around the bucket and be able to hole hop. I use a deeper, and it's just about the size of a ball. I'll have to show you that in another video. But this is a great idea. This here is a pole holder which clips over an edge of something, and that's what I use this for. I usually just take it, slip it down over that, and then you can adjust how you want your pole to sit. Then you can turn this a little bit, then you can sit and drill your hole and take your rod and set it right over top of the hole. They also have tops for these buckets. It's like a seat, but I don't use that. I usually just, if I'm hole hopping, I just stand. But we'll go through the contents of kind of my bucket. Let's move that out of the way. But for safety, anybody that's going to go out ice fishing, get yourself some ice picks. I hang these over my neck before I even get on the ice. They slip together. They just got picks in them, and if you do go through the ice, you can pull these off from over your neck. They float too because they're plastic, and you can use these to reach out and dig in to the ice to pull yourself back up on. But definitely a item, and they don't like to slip together. I don't know why, but they don't. An item that you definitely would want when you're out ice fishing. Whereas for the inside, yes, toilet paper. You definitely need that, because you ain't gonna walk back off the ice to go do your thing. Needle nose pliers, pull hooks, or whatever. Fillet knife, because there is times that we do cook out on the ice. This here is for my Minnow Bucket, which I know it's in the back of the Explorer, and I use an air bubbler to keep my minnows alive. String, tip-up string for tip-ups. You always have, you never know when you're going to need the restring one. Power bait. These are called trout nibbles, but they work great for ice fishing. A depth finder, you just tie this onto you're clipping onto your fishing string, that, or use a tip-up string and drop it down into the water and until it hits bottom. Then you can tell how deep you are, unless you don't have sonar. At least you can tell how deep you are, and then you can set your bobber for that depth. A pair of pliers for fishing pliers for snap rings, cutting string, putting weights on. Knife, another knife, razor knife. Forceps for like pulling hooks, or if you need to hold something. Can't remember. Oh, a lighter, just in case you need it. Tape measure, cheap tape measure. Sinkers, I got about 2 or 3 or 4 of them in there. Fish scale, in case you get something pretty big. This is a fishing kit I got for Christmas with those pair of pliers. You can make your own lures. Got some jigs, beads for weights, O-rings, hooks, sinkers. So I just threw them in there. You never know when you're going to need them. This is jigs and flies. Some plastics, fishing, ice fishing jigs. There is some like little flies or ants. The vibes. These are vibes. You put them on and you just you jig it up pretty hard and they vibrate. And they use those mostly for walleye. And then we get to the bigger kit. This again. Some swim baits, which you can drop and they flutter outward whenever you jig. some spin baits. Let's open this up, get a better look at it. Some plastic grubs, different. I got different colors somewhere. Some lipless kind of not crankbaits, but jig baits. Some more jig heads. More lipless, some spoons. I need to get a couple of these out to put on some of my rods when I get to that point. There we go. Put this one over here. I want a couple of the smaller ones. But these are so you put on the end of your line, and you can tell that if you're getting a bite, you'll see that moving. Slip bobbers, which you definitely need to have for ice fishing, because your bobber will stay in the water. When you're jigging, you ain't pulling the bobber up out of the water. Some line ties with beads to set your depth. Some more treble hooks. A couple beads, but that goes in the bottom. More hooks, just hooks. That's all those are. Here's some more baits. Like some swim. Can't remember the name of them, but they'll swim whenever you jig them up. They'll swim off to the side. Whenever you jig, they'll go off different directions. A couple of those. I need to get a couple more. Swedish pimple, very good for fishing. Some salmon egg looking lures. And these are flies and jigs. Some more Swedish pimples. Jigs with rubbers. Some flies. There are jigs with feathers. Just a combination of different types of jigs. Extra line. And that's pretty much the bucket. I do carry other things on the outside. Like in here, I'll throw my phone so it won't get lost. Throw my glass. I usually carry a pair of glasses. These are ice anchors. Anchor your shanty down. But yep, that's pretty much the bucket. Okay, so this is what that spring is on the end. You can see the line barely coming out of it. I don't have a hook on. I need to restring it, but I do have a weight. So let's say you got your line setting over top of your hole, just sitting there, not jigging. This is so when you don't have to sit there and jiggle the whole time. But if you get a fish that sits there and nibbles on it, let's say I'm going to pull on a string, it'll do that. So that's what those are for. And then down here, I don't have my bobber on there, which I need to throw one also. But I did have a bobber. You can see in the reel, see that string? That's one of those tie strings. Once you can move that up and down the string to where it stops your depth of the bobber. And this here is an ice slick rod. This is one of the bigger ones, heavier ones. I use this mostly for walleye, etc. I need to clean it up and give it an oiling. I'm going to do that with the rest of the poles. And we'll set this one over here for now out of the way until I can get to it. This one here is a Fable. It's about, it's got to be at least 2 or 3 inches shorter. But this is a light action. You use 2 to 4 pound test for panfish. I got a tungsten jig on it right now. That's I'm not going to restring that one. I'm just going to pull some of the string out and get to the good stuff. That was restrung last year. All these were restrung last year. Again, this is called a cold steel. This is a light action. I get about as long as that Fable. Pretty short. Again, that's what I'm just going to pull line off and restring these. I have a ant on this one. It won't focus to it because it's so small. But the crappies seem to like those. And I'm running out of room over there. This is a heavier rod. This one here, as a matter of fact, I made. This is just a regular fishing rod bottom. And it broke. It broke right here at the base. So I took the top of a rod and I cut it down and epoxied it into the handle. Seems to work fairly decent. Needs cleaned up, but because these rods, you go buy one of those other rods for that small of a pole, they want freaking big money, like $20 for a freaking combo. I do what I can do.